I went to bed after the launch, but when I woke up this morning, I'm seeing people. Oh, it wasn't a fair launch. I'm seeing all the goddamn pussyfoots out there. Oh, it wasn't a fair launch. It launched 5 minutes early. Even Simon did a video. Hey, folks, it launched 5 minutes early. Oh, goddamn right, I launched 5 minutes early, motherfucker. I had to shake out these motherfucking bots.
Yo, crypto. The Hex. Yo, crypto.
What the hex is going on, ladies and gentlemen?
What the hex is you guys talking about?
Good morning, you guys. When Bob's.
Just another reminder that I do not work for you. I have never worked for you. I will never work for you. If you want good things to happen, you must make them happen.
Black Rock. Let's do this shit.
I believe Bitcoin is legitimate. I'm not trying to say there's not misuses like everything else, but it is a legitimate financial instrument that allows you to have maybe uncorrelated, non-correlated type of returns. I believe it is an instrument that you invest in when you're more frightened, though. It is an instrument when you believe that countries are debasing their currency, debasing their currency by excess deficits, and some countries are. I believe we have countries where you're frightened of your everyday existence, and if you have an opportunity to invest in something that is outside your country's control, then you can have more financial control. And so I'm a major believer that there is a role for Bitcoin in portfolios.
The biggest winner, of course, was Hex, and we want to know, well, what the heck?
What the heck?
What the heck's happening?
What the hex is going on, ladies and gentlemen?
What the hex? Oh my god! I'm sorry, my face is perfectly behind.
Oh, you're
being branded. Yeah.
Let me take
What
this
are those
away.
sweet-
You might as well put me up there. I can take it.
Yeah.
Now.
Let's
Oh, it's perfect now.
Peter, who's the captain now? Yeah, let's do it like this.
Yay.
No, that's stupid. Let's do it like this. Let's do it
This
like
is nice. I like the cows in the background.
Woohoo!
Hey, Finbear, you got the Frankenstein closure on your forehead as well. I like that flat top you got. That's very nice.
See, I have a crazy hair day, so I'm keeping this shit out of here.
There you go.
I'm
Justin
looking like
Timberlake.
Gerardo. Yeah, I'm looking like Gerardo. I'm leaving it on the frame. Sorry, lady.
I remember Gerardo. Do you remember?
I remember. You want some member berries?
Well, thank you for joining us, everyone, on this glorious Green Candle Day.
Yes. Breaking news, you guys, is we just flipped a penny.
Like it was nothing.
Let me refresh, see if it's still there.
Couple of 100 days of down and right back up.
And it's still going. 01015.
Strong. Like some of those hammers there in the daily candles are bullish. I'm no TA.
Beautiful.
TA guy, but I'm more of a TND guy. But oh my God. Some really nice candle action there.
Yeah. It's a beautiful day.
Short years of down, and now it's okay.
So wait, does this mean that Finbear is officially the lucky charm of the charts? Like, when he comes out of the chat and comes out of the comedy freezer of the one-liners.
We should have done it like 2 weeks ago, and then I would have been more willing to sign on that dotted line. But now it's sort of you're putting me up here sort of after the fact, so I'm not ready.
No. We welcome your good vibes, and if it goes down, we'll just put a noose around your neck and take you out because you brought the Finnish guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. You can feel free to blame me if it all goes to shit. I take full financial responsibility. Also, I can help most of you on your taxes.
Oh.
Yeah, the email is mindyourownbusiness@hotmail.com. Just
nice.
Hit me up. Yeah.
Finbear, please explain one thing to me. How is it possible that you have a mic setup, but you still sound
terrible,
like someone?
Do I still sound
you were in
like
a closed door?
shit?
You sound like you took a dirty sock and you rammed it down your throat. That's what we're hearing. Yeah.
Seriously, but if
I think you're not picking up that high high-end mic. It's coming maybe through your laptop.
High-end mic.
Okay, so I'm shouting into my fucking camera. Wait a second.
Oh, that's it.
No.
You guys sure? I don't think so.
Oh, shut up, you.
It's a bit muffled, but it's not that terrible.
This is the time of the show where we get all of our tech unfucked. So
we get all this audio shit out of the way at first, and then
you're
we go
now
into the
just
funny
my left ear
business.
finger. You're just left ear finger.
While Finbear unfucks his shit,
I'm like
let me say
left ear all alone.
Mono bear. You're now mono bear.
Mono bear.
Yeah.
Mono bear. We got a Hex Static guy. Hello from Liverpool, you guys. There you go. Number 1. Miss Avalon, are we oily fans? Nice.
Oily what?
Very
the ladies have a running gag with some kind of moisturizing of different body parts. Yeah.
It's the P. Diddy situation.
I got wrapped up into that, and I was like.
And by the way, what? DJ, can we please drop the political shit? I mean, why do we always have to listen to Trump?
It's a great song.
Every show.
It's because it's so much comedy. It's wonderful.
It's toe-tappingly wonderful. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's going to be old news by next week, so we can.
Speaking of politics,
yes,
let's break into politics for Peter.
Yeah, isn't
it wonderful that Kamala Harris says now? I'm not. Crypto is good. Yeah, let's do this. Fuck you. Does anybody for an instant really believe that shit that the Dems
it's so fake because they could have enforced all that stuff the past 3 years while they were in charge. So but they've nothing but been negative towards crypto. So
did you see Gensler, testifying in Congress again? It's ridiculous. And Hester Pierce right next to him. Hester Pierce is speaking the truth. She's like, well, we've left this ambiguous just to kind of keep a little bit of a some undue force on the negative pressure on the industry. And Gensler says, well, it depends how you look at it. I'm like, no, she just spoke the truth. Hester Pierce for head of the SEC, goddammit.
Lawyering, weasel words. It depends on what the definition of is.
Crypto asset security. Token assets.
Nice and made up.
Wasn't one of the Richards lawyers from his team who was roasting Gensler in Congress the other day?
That was a different session, wasn't it? Or did he appear in the same session?
No,
I think it was a week ago.
He couldn't have because he's not a senator. He was testifying to Congress. That was a week before. This one happened like yesterday or the day before. You got to take a look at it. It's ridiculous. We'll probably have snippets of it. We'll make fun of it next week, but it's too new. We're the stale news show, so you need to wait a week to let it season. Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, breaking news from 2 days ago is that the court date has moved. Right? It's now not the 24th anymore. It's now the 31st of October. So for everybody,
welcome to the real world, DJ.
Yeah, who has booked flights and hotels? You're fucked.
Yeah, it's okay.
But it's 31st, so it's going to be a Halloween situation.
And don't come in a costume unless your costume is a 3-piece fucking suit.
Oh, there's going to be pumpkins all over the thing.
You don't need face paint in the court.
No face paint in the court.
No slutty nurses.
Your audio has now dropped a little bit, if I may say so.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're fiddling there.
I've been stop posting that shit about my audio being low. I was like, I'm gonna fix this. DJ is sending me a message. I'm gonna get on it and not even talk to anybody. But here we go. Is it better now?
Crank it up, sir. Crank it up.
I'm gonna put it on.
Oh, there we go.
Better, but still muffly. But we'll take it. It is what it is.
Maybe it's just my speaking voice. If I'm, I'm muffly. Like what if Bigfoot is just out of focus? and I'm that's like my everything's on. Echo cancellation is on. Did you click on some shit, DJ? Is this
I'm clicking shit all the time here, but
stop
like,
clicking my
like that.
shit. I had everything the way I liked it. Somebody's
I have a theory.
Peter
I have a
always
theory.
interferes in my stewardship of the show, so I blame.
In my
I blame the Slovak guy.
Finbear, could you just step indoors and not be out in the pasture? That would be probably better for your audio.
The cows.
Yeah,
I
but
think
then
it's the
the reception sucks if I go inside. I love the reception. They just had a bit of steak before the stream. It was so good.
Dollar store earphones? No, sir. This is Sennheiser shit. $300. Thank you.
Oh boy.
I think maybe he was talking about my earbuds. They're at least
That's possible.
$3.50.
They're 3.5 at least. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Finland.
No. I have an idea. Let's do crowdfunding for Finbear.
For Finbear.
Yes. Yeah. Let's launch a coin. Here.
I am a megaphone.
just the donation address. We're gonna put you in a fake jail and demand that you need a lawyer.
No. I can just have a collection to get better audio equipment. Maybe two actual
fallen off a lorry type stuff.
Finbear was caught smuggling missile ordnance up his ass to some strange island country. Please give generously. Yeah.
Up my prison bucket.
Nice.
I'm an island boy.
How far away are you from Russian border?
Not far enough. No, I'd say about.
You need a bunker.
About 15 minutes, and the missiles are here.
Jesus, that's scary.
Finland is the first to go.
No.
Shit gets serious.
I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna get the whole channel banned.
We love that.
Let's go. We are this close from being monetized.
The Americans already launched 2 drones off of Lake Inari, which is a Finnish lake. They launched 2 drones into Russia that was shut down before Murmansk, so like 200 kilometers across the border into Russia. So we've already attacked Russia. We've already
poking the bear.
With the help of our new overlords, we've already attacked Russia once, and your election is coming up, so it's gonna be a massacre. But you're gonna be glad to see that Finland is gonna be cut in half pretty quick, and after that, it's gonna be sort of just moving papers around for a couple of years.
So do you have your red, white, and blue flag all pressed and ready to be risen in your front yard?
I hope they draw the border south of me. I'll leave the fucking purple hair homos to die for gay rights. I don't give a fuck.
Jeez, tell us what you really think.
I can start opening up once we go.
Touching quite a few communities here today. Nice. So let's talk about Finland. Let's talk about Finland. You see, the thing is, I have family in Finland, which is weird because I'm from Germany, right?
You are weird.
I have family.
Finland
it has
Third Reich, where
some deep.
So are you, Peter.
Yes, and I'm proud of it.
That was the last time we did military contact.
I know the Germans.
We learned our lessons well, didn't we?
The Germans took that over, not one shot fired. So I heard, but no, it's not from that.
Yeah.
It's like really, he moved there for the love because he married a Finnish woman, and they live in Klaukkala. So that's like. Or these posh suburbs, I think, of Helsinki.
I call bullshit. There is no such place called Klaukkala.
It's true. Klaukkala. That's where they live. And they also have like a mökki, a mökki, like this little cabin by the lake, as everybody seems to have in Finland.
Yeah, it's a government issue.
They have a
lake
mökki
in Finland.
with the sauna.
Lake and a cabin. You get
Yes,
it when
lake
you're
in a cabin.
35.
No running water, but you get the sauna going.
Yeah, sauna and $1 million.
Yes.
You know what? You know what, guys? I think that the talk about Finland, which beyond boring to most people, actually is helping the chart to turn green. So please keep it up because we pumping.
So what I'm trying to get to is we've been listening to Richard Hart's streams for years here, all of us. And I know we used to play in the early ones, we used to play this game by his house when he was streaming an ambulance or a police car, a siren was going by. And by the sound of the siren, people tried to guess in which country the sirens sound like that. Like that.
Do you
was a
remember
game
Markable swore that he heard the actual same siren at the same time out his window, and he thought it was Netherlands.
And a lot of people thought it was Netherlands. Then we thought it was like the Cayman Islands or something in the no, not the Cayman, but in the British Channel, the Channel Islands or something. Didn't you right away? You must have, Finbear, right away noticed that.
I knew where Richard lived.
Why didn't you tell us?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Because he didn't want you fuckers to know.
Oh, and he sidled up to you and he said, "Hey, Finbear."
I've never spoken with him about it. No, I just if he wanted people to know that he lives here, he would have. Also, didn't it feel just so fucking good when the Swedes in this Strape chat or hex.com chat were like, oh, that's a Swedish siren. I fucking, oh dear, I knew it. He lives in and I'm like, my bestest buddy saw him in the shops in Helsinki like 2 hours ago. But yeah, sure, I'm pretty sure he lives in Helsinki. No, in Stockholm, I mean, whatever. But it was really hard for me not to tell anybody because.
Okay. Yeah. But you can say that.
Friend are you?
But like all the Finns knew, so it's not just me.
How many Finns are there?
Like 80.
Like 12 or so,
Damn.
I think.
In
Mexico.
I was unfamiliar that there was such friction between the Nordic countries. So you have a problem?
No,
with
it's not
Swedes?
friction. No, it's like brotherly love. I'm friends with all the Nordics. It's just your regular like Englishmen, Scotsmen type of shit. Actually, let me rephrase that. It's like DJ Cryptomatic and his cousin or something when they get together somewhere where there's family and they're a bit pissed. They just sort of it's friendly. But yeah, of course it's lovely to see Swedes be wrong about something.
But isn't that cool that he was actually living in Finland all this time, as we know now? And is it like
taxes there
from a tax situation?
Oh,
is it a crypto friendly
for the taxes? No. No,
jurisdiction?
Not in the slightest. No. Don't ever come here with crypto. That's a huge mistake.
But why would he?
You like if you're a trader, you do not get to write off your losses.
Right.
Oof.
But you pay through the nose
hilarious.
for profit. Yeah. So it's like
What's the percentage on the cap gains?
I think it's 32%. I've never paid taxes on it, so I don't know. I've never had profit.
I've never had a profit.
In
crypto, what?
My profit is in the future where it belongs. It's not in my bank account where it's a tax liability.
Oh, good for you. Forget that yucky profit. Who wants that?
That's gay.
So it's not a crypto friendly jurisdiction,
not
tax
at all.
wise or
no. But he paid handsome amounts of taxes. Like I'm sure
it's in the millions what we've seen.
Thousands of refugees have been put up just by Richard. but the thing is, the Finnish tax officials caught wind of somebody actually doing something and money being piled up somewhere mysteriously, him being connected to said internet monies. And somebody in the tax office got the crazy idea that possibly there's a business thing going. There's probably a company or some kind of a legal entity there, and it's probably racking up tax debt into Finland. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see when they discover that there's no corporate entity anywhere doing anything. So
there's nothing.
It
and Ash says here he could have some weirdos trying to come to his house, so best to keep it private. Yes, of course. And we're just joking around. I don't want anyone to know where he is or where. He probably may have even left at this point in time, you know, with all the letters that they're trying to send him. Maybe he's in Lithuania now.
I would probably not stick around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the question is with this, if I may just hold on, this article that we talked about last week, which was the latest Finland FUD, as we call it, by this Etusivu newspaper.
That means front page.
Okay.
The website you're reading is YLE, which is Yleisradio, short for public radio. So that's like the Finnish version of
NPR.
BBC or NPR.
So it's that official, because that is the question that I have. Is this like a respected paper?
It's government paid bullcrap. So this is like the
buck eaters.
Yeah, trust the experts type of, but absolutely like the main news channel for like most of like the boomer
generation. So it is kind of big.
Nice.
It is kind of big.
It's the biggest. The funding for that company is 600 million euros a year. And if you compare it to NPR, which runs at 500 million and services 360 million people, Yle services 5 million people in Finnish.
It's a really good ROI.
It's government run. It's more effective. And it's only tax money and debt that we use to pay for it. So it's cool. It's not like actual value being spent.
But what did you make of it? Why this suddenly appeared, and you know, and with, I want to say, terrible journalism, terrible journalistic effort.
I don't know. Somebody's probably approached the journalist in question, because I've not. Well, I'm not a big consumer of news media over here. I don't watch television. I don't listen to radio, much like Richard. I've stopped doing that shit back when everybody was building bridges.
Almost.
Come on.
Welcome to the retarded channel.
A Slav and a Finnish youngster try to clap hands. There you go.
Matty Allen is in the chat. He says, is twerking considered assault in Finland?
Oh yeah, that's probably the thing. Like over here, you can get slapped with an assault charge for bumping into somebody. So I wouldn't.
Oh really?
Unless you're a migrant.
Oh yeah, then it's culture and they understand. That's it.
You bump into somebody and you get hit with assault, like a traveler goes to Finland and trips and somebody catches them and then they get slapped on an assault charge because of that or something.
No. But if you get into people's personal space and get physical, it's pretty quickly an assault.
Well, because you Nordic types, you're all bad drunks. You're angry people. You get out double-edged battle axes and the horns on the heads.
Yeah, that's the good kind of drunk. What do you get one of those fucking happy singing type?
Well, that's what the Asians are like, though. They're happy drunk. So I'm used to that. Yeah,
that's true. Like over here, the best thing to keep middle-aged men alive would be to give out free samples of sausage in a bar and keep everybody's blood sugar elevated over the night, so that once it's 4 o'clock in the morning and everybody's thrown out of the bars, people aren't so their blood sugar isn't so low that they get into these killing sprees.
God, okay. That's
like the most typical way like a 35-year-old man dies is he gets stabbed by his buddy over a $50.
That's a good buddy.
Argument. Yeah.
I think the greatest thing about that story was the soundbite that we can collect of you smiling like the glistening eyes when you said killing sprees. That was very funny. Yeah.
I hope not.
Anyway, look, I was going to say that this is a amazing string of days that we've had for like the last 2 weeks. We're almost halfway to SAC, but it feels so fucking good to see us going up. Just as Richard foretold long ago, just as we all knew in the cycles that were coming, it was inevitable, and here we go.
Didn't just take a long ass time to get the last non-believers to sell before we can go.
500 days.
That's a long.
It took 500 days. We're now on day 503, and they were pumping.
Way too much.
Yeah.
I mean, Rackham should be all out.
He's out. He's out of Pulse X, is it? I think he's out of Pulse or Pulse X.
He stakes a lot with the Pulse.
Guys,
it's nothing compared for what he had.
Guys, Rackham has been a perfect gentleman to me. I owe him a great deal from now.
Fuck off! I don't believe.
Yeah, goodbye now. Bye. Rackham's a fucking antichrist of this community, man.
Just putting it out there. He's been a perfect gentleman to me, and I owe him a great deal. I've got a lot of.
Go make kissy action with him then, and get off.
No. That's
no, RG would be jealous. Stop it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a threesome. You're gonna lather each other up.
But
I'm happy to see him get the hell
people are
out
doing
of
moon math again. You know, where it's already
That's always a good sign.
time. It's always a good sign, exactly. So they say when the price of HEX is PHEX or HEX on Pulsechain, the real HEX, as Peter calls it.
Yes.
Peter HEX.
The one and only.
The one and only is, I can't believe we have an EHEX versus PHEX discussions again on Twitter these days. It's unbelievable.
Yes.
Yes. And so they say when the price of HEX reaches $1.46, which would only be 169x from the lows apparently, the other coins would look like this. So 2 doubles and a 7 for Pulsechain. That'd be crazy.
Why so bearish?
Yeah.
That would be crazy. Yeah. And I'd take that any day.
I wouldn't spit on those numbers at the end.
But you guys think that's realistic?
I would.
Oh, you wouldn't be selling. I know Peter and I we're fucking diamond handing this shit.
You round trippers.
Round trip again?
Yes, of course. Round tripping is the best thing you can do.
Yeah, we're
Feel
gonna start
good for 1 year and then just train wreck for 3 years.
Shit for another 3
years. We're gonna start a 2-man death metal band and start touring Europe once the prices start falling.
Call it round tripper.
Yeah, round trippers from hell. I don't know. Can you play an instrument, Peter?
Yeah, he plays the wooden flute.
Do you play any instrument?
He plays the flesh flute.
Yeah.
He can do that.
Yeah, that's awesome. You're in the band. You need to buy a van because we have a lot of shit to carry around.
That's right. A lot of microphones.
Yeah. Speaker equipment and stuff. It's gonna be wild, man. You and me and the open highway.
Sergeant Pepper and the lonely round trippers.
Sounds very, very homo.
Doesn't it?
This would be now the second time we're a round trip the cycle. So maybe I'm playing it better the third time now. Let's see.
No,
they say
but
it takes 3 cycles to learn.
No, DJ, face the reality. No.
No, but to be fair,
Each bottom, I'm higher up though, so
yeah,
it's
and,
working.
and a part of your staking ladder will round trip 2 or 3 more times before they're.
Oh, the staking ladder. No, I'm not talking about that. Just the
So
liquid
it's
stuff.
gonna round trip all over.
Oh yeah, that's staked anyway.
I'm trying to forget the whole liquid stack. It's so fucking difficult.
Hey,
Keep looking at it, updating, and I don't want to get into that mind space I did the last time. It's
Oh,
hard.
Finberg, can you imagine if you had something liquid on like 56 cents?
What was that noise?
I came in my pants a bit.
I heard that. Hey, Finbear, where do you think we are in the cycle presently? How much further do we have to run? Is this just the beginning? Are we running up? Toby says that we hit a plateau in October, perhaps. What's your opinion of what's your gut tell you about where we are right now in the cycle?
I'm just going by the feels. Like I had an old OG friend of mine approach me in direct messages saying he's had enough of this shit. He's leaving all the chats. He wanted to say like it's been good, bro. I've loved having you as a friend. I'll talk to you later. I can't take these losers. That was on the 7th.
Did he Kareem his stakes?
Was that Rackham?
No. It was he didn't end his stakes, didn't do anything silly. He just came to say goodbye to me as a gesture. He felt like he wanted to give me an explanation before he left all the chats.
So is that a bullish indicator for you that
that was like, oh my god, this guy's been with me through this entire fucking shit, and now he's feeling like he's had enough of you losers. I have to buy some more.
You know what I'm getting?
I'm feeling like we just passed the local bottom there, maybe two weeks ago, and
yes,
I don't think we'll see these prices ever again. Steph, who?
Yeah. And how long do you think we have to run? Months? Over a year? What do you think?
I think year is really optimistic.
Okay.
I don't know. It feels like 6 months would be awesome. Let's see where we are in 3 months.
Okay. Wow. That brief.
Like,
okay.
I don't know. Like all the big investment companies. I can probably say BlackRock after talking about the Russians and the war. It's not gonna fucking. So those guys are so heavily invested, and they can use a lot of money to keep the prices down in the paper markets. So it might take a lot of sort of some of the wind from Bitcoin sales. And I don't know how that's.
This is just Bitcoin here. So you see BlackRock, which is the big green candle bar here at the top. They're already at 359,000 Bitcoin in their possession, and they only started buying allegedly this year. You know, it's all over the counter via some Coinbase wallets. GBTC, who's been in it for quite some time, only hold 221. So you know that
I'm not even on that list.
You're not on there. I'm not on there. But you know, then the Larry Fink guy goes on CNBC now and talks all this. Oh, it's a great tool to hedge yourself against governments losing control of their currency. Like, what? For a guy like that to go on camera and say that shit, I mean, that is quite big.
Let's not forget,
to have a huge bag of his own.
Government.
Well,
they own the government, like
they're on the payroll. Yes. So that's interesting.
Government works for him. Yeah.
Sorry to shift gears a little bit, but I'm going to tell you something that really is striking that we're really somewhere different now. Is I'm actually getting calls in from my recent onboards over the last year, And they're excited. They're so happy because they're now in the black. They're in the black big time. And the previous 2 years of onboards are still saying, what? We're half a sack? Come on, man. So are you guys getting calls and gratitude coming in from your recent, onboards? Are you seeing that yet? No, Peter doesn't onboard anyone. He just sits in his
I'm
room
mostly
all day.
onboarded to Pulsechain, and these guys are not talking.
Not happy yet.
I do have one old friend of mine. I got into Hex in late December, and he was down a bit. He was down a bit, but I think he's looking okay already by now. But he wasn't like he absolutely knew what he got into, and didn't call me once when the price dipped a bit. Didn't fucking call to complain or nothing. He took his 50% loss like a man took it on the chin, and is probably already back to at least like neutral, if not already back into black.
Nice.
But
I'm
not actively offering any advice to anyone. I did it back in 2020, succeeded in it in 2021 and 2022, which kind of sort of made me look like a fucking douchebag amongst my friends. So they're probably not super interested in my hot tips for the moment. So they're just gonna have to watch what happens to me over the following year.
Nice.
We'll see if I'm an example or a warning example. There's like two kinds of example.
I tell you, the most ecstatic guy who's like calling me now almost every day, wants to know all about crypto, is all inspired, was a guy that does the repair of some appliances here on the island. And he's an old buddy of mine, but he's just didn't understand what crypto was. And then when he came during the absolute rock bottom lows, he came over on an emergency call because we had a problem with our dishwasher. And out of the kindness of his heart, he just unstopped it. My wife was ecstatic. And he's like, oh, it's all good, man. I won't even charge you for the call. And I said, I'll tell you what. How much do you get for a call? He's like, $125. I said, I'll give you $200 worth of Pulse right now. All you have to do is get a hardware wallet. So he got a hardware wallet. I talked him through that whole thing, and I gave him $200 worth of Pulse. He called me yesterday, and he's just over the moon. He's like seeing that things can actually grow and move now, because it was the absolute low. And he's
worth like 450 now.
Yes, and that's a tangible, real lesson. And he's so excited. He knows how to on ramp, off ramp his money. He's starting to on ramp. Yeah, and he's starting to on ramp people himself. He's starting to onboard people now because he's just so excited about the ecosystem.
Yeah, he's unstoppable for a few months. I remember that feeling. I love it. It's probably gonna rub on me again, and I'll be really excited once we start coming closer to 10 cents, 20 cents. It's gonna be It's gonna be
20
nice.
cents.
20 cents HEX, Peter.
On our way to $15, of course.
What's $15 on the way to $150?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But the guys have already been chatting here about the carnivore diet, which I know you are very much involved in. How do you see yourself in? Because you've been around like since forever in this community, always in the chats, you taking part in streams. What are you doing these days? Where do you spend your time, or with which subgroups of the community?
Oh, with all the weirdos.
With the weirdos, right?
and the conspiracy guys and all the wrong thinkers and.
Are you still with those guys, with the truth seekers? But didn't you also? Wasn't there an attempt at starting like a grow your own community? And I'm not talking about weed. Yeah. It was more about like
let's talk about weed.
We can talk about weed, but like more organic food and
we have a permaculture group. Used to be called HEX Foodies,
Hex food is that still a thing? Is that still around?
It's called Hex Guild now, and
yes,
there's a lot of stuff. We talk about tiny houses and living on the land, and there's all kinds of like climate hysteria is a thing, and
right.
Things to do with nature and growing food and becoming more resilient in wherever you live and all that kind of stuff. It's very much not doom posting, but like teaching and learning.
But seriously,
yeah. It's the only place where I share stuff where people actually comment sometimes with a heart emoji or something.
But it's such an interesting topic, though, especially the food part of it all. Because I know Bitfinesse, he was more on the vegetable side, though. He was strong advocate of make sure you know what you're eating, and it's all about what you're putting in your body. So he has been a very a big promoter of these things. You have been like, if people want to find out more about that, where can they? Because I think it's important.
I have a Telegram group for that as well. It's called Hex Carnivore. You can find it. There's like I think there's 42 or 43 of us there. It's very so you don't have to be a carnivore to be in the group. I and Juan, we share a lot of information, like videos on YouTube and studies and all kinds of information that we come across that has to do with like optimizing your health through nutrition, which seems to be the best way to go. I don't know if you guys know this, but I've lost like half a Japanese businessman's worth of fat in the last year, sitting on my ass. Like, I have abs like when I was 17.
Show them.
No.
Show us your 2-pack.
No. It's fucking gay. I'll show you after the stream. I'm not leaving that on for. You almost had me. Like I was like, dude, it's going on tape. Like,
yeah.
Speaking of tape, you know those cows behind you are milk cows. Those are not. Those are dairy cows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
those are not for eating.
And I have a transition for that. Check this out.
What's that?
Cooking your steak wrong your entire life. Don't fuck it up. You're gonna let your steak come to room temperature and you're gonna pat it dry. Salt both sides generously, and then you're gonna get the sides. Grab a stainless steel pan or a cast iron and get it ripping fucking hot. Use a high smoke point oil. You can use avocado oil or beef tallow. Seal the sides first to lock all the juices in. If you use canola oil, you're a moron. Once the sides are seared, you're gonna just drop your steak and leave it on this side for 2 minutes. Move your steak around to get a more even sear, and then you flip.
The sear.
You're not gonna put any spices or seasoning on your steak because they're just gonna fucking burn by the time your steak is cooked. You're gonna let your steak cook on this side for about a minute. Lower your heat and throw in some garlic, thyme, rosemary, and a knob of butter. Tilt your pan and you're just gonna baste it. Take your steak out and you're gonna let it rest for half the time you spent cooking it. You're not gonna put it on a plate or a fucking board because it's gonna cook from underneath. So it has to be elevated on something like a fucking oven rack or a cookie tray or whatever the fuck this is. And now we slice our steak. And that's how you make a perfect steak every fucking time.
Not fucking true. Number one, what the fuck is avocado? Is it avocado?
What is an oven rack?
He said avocado oil.
Avocado.
Number two, you never move.
You take your avocado oil, put it into the microwave and heat it first.
Listen, one critical.
No financial advice.
One critical thing: if you're pan searing any meat, don't move it. No, exactly. You don't move it because that breaks the sear. You don't want to break the sear. You want it to be nice.
No, but you wanna have it really piping hot when you put it down.
Yes, that's
yeah,
true.
it was quite annoying how the guy was shouting. I like me and
It
Bitfinex
reminded me of
have
Richard.
been friends for forever, but when it comes to nutrition, I'm completely diametrically opposed to his.
Yeah, you're on the other end.
Yeah, but it
Because
doesn't
he's
mean
all about
we
like
can-
these steam cooking the stuff, like the vegetables.
No, it's not. It's not the method of the cooking. It's the substance. Like, I'm gonna leave something for you guys to ponder about and think
Please.
about. So, do you know what calories measure?
The amount that the substance can burn.
Energy.
Heat energy. So a calorimeter was invented to compare different fuels and the efficiency of said fuel to heat water in a steam engine for trains. So you have a really small vessel where you put in this food stuff, and it's surrounded by a bigger vessel full of water, and then you run a terrific amount of electricity through that metal cup, instantly turning the substance into ash. That causes the water in the surrounding vessel to heat up. Then they first take out the known amount of energy they put in through electricity, and the remainder of the temperature rise is then calculated as calories from the shit in the cup.
Can we try that with Peter?
Riddle me this, Peter. When you go on a beach and you lay there in the sun, why, if calories matter for human nutrition, why do you still become hungry later in the evening, even though you're getting all the heat from the sun? This is a silly question.
Of the biochemical process
I'm
in your body.
pointing out an important fact. Calories don't mean shit. That I eat about 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day, and I've lost like 25 kilos over the past year. How is that fucking possible with the, like, today I've eaten about 800 grams of beef and
look at these guys.
Like a handful of butter.
A handful of butter? What?
Yeah, something
How much
like
butter is a handful?
Like a stick, 125.
You ate a stick of butter today?
Yeah, I had 800 grams of steak, so that's quite a...
Did you put it in your mouth, or did you open up your chest cavity and put it directly into your heart?
It doesn't go in. Your heart is
rectum.
Like our circulation and our digestion is slightly more complex than a kitchen sink. And have you ever tried to like take a hold of fat that is body temperature? It's completely liquid.
Every time I masturbate, yes.
Mm-hmm. But it's liquid. It's not solid. No fat is solid animal fat when it's at human temperature. But anyways, doesn't matter how much fat you eat, you're still constituted out of your parts which are in control of your genes. So as long as you eat the stuff that you're made out of, your body can keep fixing itself, it can keep fueling itself and running optimally because you have no excess like plant toxins or undigestible fibers in your system causing needless inflammation and bloating and gassing and all these other disgusting side effects.
That sounds like me and my wife, like every night.
Yeah, I know. But like, I feel like 20 years younger now than I did the last time we streamed. I get up in the morning and I turn to the other side and my missus complains because I pulled the blanket on top of her. If you catch my drift.
Yes. You
Yeah.
gave her a Dutch oven.
A huge boner.
Well, make sure to use a hardware wallet.
HOA says that I'm only trying to be funny, but I should listen and learn something. I have been listening. I've been listening very carefully. I'm a big advocate of all this stuff.
You're more than welcome to join the Telegram group. There's a wealth of information that I've already posted out there.
Please do.
I've already posted it out there, and it's a place where we're trying to answer questions, because there's a lot of people who claim to have information on the diet, but they don't. We're not like vegans where there's only one way you can.
There's a lot of bullshit out there too, and a lot of misinformation and wrong stuff.
And you don't need any keto snacks. Anything that says keto and it's in a box or like a
the little gummy bears. And...
no caveman ever ate it like that.
Exactly.
Guys, I think we forgot about the TA without Toby.
Oh man,
we gotta take a look, even if we don't have him here. No, apparently not.
Without Toby.
I think we should run it.
No, Toby had
Toby had some TNA.
He had a last-minute family situation that he needed to take care of. He was supposed to be here, but he couldn't make it. So there's no TA update today. But he had time enough to complain on the X that we don't put him on the thumbnail. Finbear is on the thumbnail today. He's the star of the show.
I was on the thumbnail. I was like, yeah.
Who's Toby?
I almost didn't recognize myself with the glasses on. I don't know what happened, but I've not used these fuckers for almost 6 months. I
All
got
due
them
to
here.
the diet.
That's different.
I went on holiday into Crete. I was there for 10 days. I was in the plane with my missus, the rest of the family was there as well. I was sitting next to my missus, and I was like, Jesus, I didn't even pack my glasses at all. I just left them they've been here for.
You know what it is? I know what it is. How old are you? Around 30s, 40s, 50s? What are you?
I'm like a 77-year model, so I'm 1 year senior to Richard.
Okay. So that means, and this is actually perfect. And this is from a glass-wearing guy myself. I will tell you that you've reached the equilibrium between nearsighted and farsighted, and you think you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. I must be doing something right. No, you're gonna just start getting a lot more farsighted.
It's gonna correct to the other direction. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So enjoy this gap though, because it's like perfect. You're like, oh my God, I don't need my glasses. I went through the same thing, and then farsighted.
I want to add to I'm perfectly fine if that is how it goes eventually. But I do have I've heard stories where people have cured I don't remember what the condition is called, but it's like a problem with the retina not getting enough oxygen or something due to diabetes, and it's like a degenerative disease where you slowly but surely you go blind because it's like glycative damage to your eyes tissues, and it's a condition where there is medication for it, but slowly but surely it becomes less and less effective, and they have to give you more and more strong medicines. Eventually all the medicines stop working, and then you have blindness to look forward to.
Well, unless you get the bull run and you can afford new eyes.
Yeah, from China or something like
sure.
Uyghur eyes. Why not?
Nice brown eyes.
Speaking of which,
never seen a naked lady.
before we end the show, I think it's important that we highlight the importance of hardware wallets once again, especially now that the prices are pumping. You want to protect your stuff. Crypto Coffee had a tweet the other day out. He says, "Oh, a friend of mine got hacked in a phishing attack and lost all his stuff. And this actually happened. No, but this happened actually to a very good friend of mine as well. So this stuff hits very close. That's somebody that I've known back from the Bitcoin days, and lost all his Bitcoin in a fake support call from his bank.
Hello.
How they
Let me drive on your computer.
Unbelievable. Like they made him download software and through like a video call session. They made up some fake story that he was like,
I've given you $50,000 instead.
I was like really scared and pushed him to a corner, and he thought if he doesn't support this now, they would, all his stuff is at risk. But those were actually the bad guys who literally took all the Bitcoin he has
same
accumulated
that
over the
Crypto
years.
Granny fell for.
Yes, so it's a combination of phishing, not managing your seed words
social
correctly, and social engineered hacking. So be careful. And
please,
one
for the
thing,
love of God, hardware wallet, get a Trezor and use a passphrase. God damn it, you guys! We were saying this for the last 5.5 years, 6 years.
You've had years to get that. Yeah.
And the hardware wallet just
educate
adds another
your
layer.
onboards. Educate your onboards at the very beginning of the whole thing.
Yes.
Don't get them interested in this whole thing until they get themselves a hardware wallet. It's not fucking rocket science. And if they need help, send them my way if you're too lazy to do it. Because we don't want anybody to be dumping. We don't want attackers to be taking all these big goodie bags and then dumping the price prematurely when we want to see this thing rocket up.
Right.
Exactly.
Protect yourself. All right. So that's all the time we have, guys. As Finbear, any last words? Thank you again for being on the show and for being a good sport in this Hex community along for the ride, and always here and there contributing some dad jokes.
I've got last words. I've got last words. I've got a joke if you guys want to hear it.
Last words? Or?
Let's finish on a shit joke.
Wouldn't be a show without a Finbear joke.
So there's this pirate that goes into a bar, and he's got a hook for a hand, he's got an eye patch and a wooden leg, and he sits at the bar drinking whiskeys with his left hand with the working fingers. And the barkeeper's like, what's happened to your leg there with the wooden leg? And the pirate's like, see, I was a young pirate, and we were outside of I don't fucking remember, it was Brazil or something, and there was a huge storm, and the storm blew me over the side of the boat, and I had to I was suspended hanging on a barrel for weeks before they found me, but not before a shark had eaten my leg. And that's why I got the wooden leg here. And the barkeeper's like, oh, that's an interesting story there. So what's with the hook for a hand then? Well, it was a few months later. We were already out at sea, and I was sailing with my wooden leg. And wouldn't you know it, the bloody British fucking Navy comes in and they board us, and I get into a sword fight with one of them fuckers, and he ends up taking me hand, but I took his life. And the barkeep's like, oh, fucking tough guy you are, sir. But he wants to sort of get the whole trifecta, with the eye patch and shit. And it's like, what's with the eye patch then? And well, see, a seagull shat in my eye. And the barkeeper's like, what do you have to wear an eye patch for? It was the first day I got my fucking hook.
Outro.